Beautiful.
Um, so speaking of all these musicians you've played with, I mean, again, like if anyone wants to go to Simon's Wikipedia and just look at all the different records and people you've played with, I mean, it's just insane. Like, I mean, you've played with Brian Eno, Jeff Beck. I mean, and even like more modern people like Hiromi. Um, and so I guess one of my questions is, when you enter a new musical project where you don't know anybody in the group,
Mhm.
um, what kind of things are you looking for in order to quote unquote fit in with your drumming? Like, what kind of things are you looking for from a musical standpoint? Like, are you trying to figure out where you fit in? Are there things you're listening for? Is it how are you thinking about playing? Are you just going for it and adjusting on the fly? How is your approach when you enter like a completely new music situation?
Um, well, have a very open mind. Don't have any preconceived ideas. You're gonna go into, especially I would, that to me would be a studio scenario, be a session scenario, because that's what's going to happen most when you go into a room with people that you don't know. So you have to be um, you know friendly, um, open, and introduced to, hi, I'm Simon. Oh yeah, hi, how do you do? Oh, lovely to have you here. Great, great. And hi, and this is so and so. This, so you're meeting people, and then probably my drum kit has been delivered and set up, and um, I mean, these days it's a little bit different because people know that they know me, they know the drum kit, and most of the engineers even, I mean, they even let me mic the drum kit up. I mean, or they're very like, I mean, even with Al Schmidt, I mean, I actually mic the drums up. He said, no, no, go ahead, that's fine. We discussed what I was going to use. He said, that all sounds great, because basically the way I do it is pretty much how everybody does it anyway. All those engineers. Um, and then, but some might go, oh no, actually, I'd like to use these, and I said, fine, but whatever you want to do. I'm just, recommending, and they usually take my recommendations because they know, have heard me on lots of records. But let's go back a little bit before that. Let's say so. The first thing, you see lots of microphones on stands, and they're, and I'll have a look, and I go, okay, great. I won't say anything to start with. Let them do their job, um, and then just kind of you chat a little bit, and they say, right, let's hear the music, and so they'll run the track, which either might be a demo or it might be a pre-recorded backing track they've already got. Um, and then you might say, "Well, do you have a chart or anything?" And they sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Oh yeah, here's a, or you don't, so I might, yeah, let me listen to it, and I'll do a chart. And everybody in the room might be doing a chart too. If maybe Nathan East is on bass, so he'll be doing. He has perfect pitch, so you don't even have to tell him what key it's in. He's already writing notes out. I mean, it's really amazing. I love that. So all the musicians are probably, jotting down some charts if they don't have one. Um, and then we go and we get drum sounds, and sometimes it goes very smoothly, sometimes it doesn't. You just have to be patient and just work with everybody. And when it comes time to play the music, play the music. Don't don't try to. A lovely story from Peter Erskine. Um, we were recording a straight ahead jazz album at my old studio, Phantom Recordings in Sherman Oaks, and I played a couple of days, and then Pete came in to play a couple of days. Dave Carpenter on bass, and the horn player was Brandon Fields, and it was an Italian piano player, and he was playing acoustic piano in a piano booth. So, and I was engineering the session. So, mic'd up Pete's drums, got some sounds, mic'd up the horn, and bass was all ready to go, piano was all ready to go. Off we go. And so, and I love engineering other drummers, absolutely love it. Especially when they're great drummers. Like Vinnie Colaiuta or Greg Bissonette or Will Kennedy. I'm just trying to think of all the drummers I've engineered. And this was having to be Pete on this session. And they do one take, and of course I'm recording from the get go, and I'm just keeping an eye on everything, keeping an eye on all my pre's, input gains, compression if I'm using it, and just making sure everything's going down nicely and the balance is good, and maybe listening to the headphones, making sure that's good. And so they do this take, and it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. And Pete goes, "Okay, let's do this again. Let's do another take. And guys, let's not try to impress each other." I was on the floor. I was howling. I thought that was one of the best quotes I think I've ever heard in a studio. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Don't try to impress anybody. Don't try to get all your flash licks out. Play the music. Play what the music needs, as little or as much as the music needs. It's a wonderful concept. And ever since that day, I've just thought, oh, that's brilliant. And, I remind myself too, don't let's not try to impress each other. I thought that was a wonderful, wonderful concept, wonderful way to play. And the next take was a gorgeous take. It had so much groove, and the solos were great, and everybody just played together. It was lovely. So that's the approach.